How can you give a couple of words of chizuk, of strength, for all these people that are going through certain matzuvim in Pesach? If they're all the singles that they can't find a basheta yet, or it's divorced koyanim, divorced people who couldn't find the zivig yet, or divorced people that remarried and they can't get visitation, or they can't get the kids for Seidenite, or people in the hospital. I'll tell you something. I gewaldige chizuk for Leila Seidel. It's a very well-known story that the Reb Meilich and Reb Besimcha were once arrested, and they were sitting in jail, and in the morning, Reb Besimcha saw that Reb Meilich is very, very sad. And he asked him, Rebbe, why are you so sad? And he told him, because there's a big pail that they used, for a toilet in the room, and it gave it a very bad smell, and they couldn't daven. Reb Meilich was very sad that they couldn't daven to Hashem, couldn't daven Shachas. And Reb Besimcha told him something fascinating. Maybe you think you have to be Besimcha when you can't daven. Maybe you should start singing and dancing and be Besimcha, because the halacha says that you can't daven, and usually you cannot be mekayim this halacha. So now you could be mekayim the halacha that you're not allowed to daven where there is a bad smell. Let's dance because of this. And they started dancing, and the goyim in jail asked them, what are you dancing? And they all pointed on the toilet. And of course they were laughing. And eventually the guards came in, and they saw everybody's dancing and laughing. What's going on over here? And they told him that these two people, Reb Meilich and Reb Besimcha, are dancing because of the toilet. They're very excited about the toilet. And of course, they ran and they took out the toilet. Reb Meilich and Reb Besimcha started davening, and they were very much besimcha. Everyone that listens to that story constantly thinks that this story, the good part of the story is that the Reb Meilich was zoiche to daven, that they took out the bad smell. But no. The lesson for us to learn from this story is that even when they had the bad thing in the room, the bad smell in the room, they decided, this is how we have to celebrate this difficult time. And we are going to dance, even though it's not going exactly the way we want. And because they were dancing, because they were thanking Hashem, that made them get what eventually they wanted, and they were able to daven. So many people of you that are celebrating Seder night, not the way exactly that you wanted. Either you wanted to have a spouse, either that you wanted to be home, either that you wanted to have your kids with you. Remember, you're going to say Hallel and you say Rabbeinu Shalom. It's not easy for me to say Hallel. It's not easy for me to say Oidel Hashem Kitoiv Kiloilam Chazdoi. It's not easy for me to say Likro Yisa Hallel. I'm going to dance for you and sing for you Oidchuk Yanesuni Vatilu Lishiu. But even though it's difficult for me, I am going to dance. And b'schus that you're going to dance in difficult times, Hashem is going to help that you're going to be zoiche me'etz Hashem to dance in simchadike times. And I'm going to conclude with something fascinating. We start this Seder night with Kaddish, when the father comes home from shul, and many Mirushonim, Achoinim tell us that the father also means HaKadosh Baruch Hu. How does the Seder night finish? With Chad Gadyu. Chad Gadyu is full of fights. The cat with the dog, the stick with the fire, the water, the shoichet, slaughtering the cow, slaughtering the malach hamovas. It's full of fights. How is it finishing? V'usa HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Remember, all Yetzias Mitzrayim, the whole story of Mitzrayim started with Yosef HaTzadik. Yosef HaTzadik said, Atam chashavtem l'ru, Elokim chashuv l'toivu. You were thinking bad, Hashem thinks good. Think positive, even when it's difficult. Atam chashavtem, Elokim chashuv l'toivu. B'schiz that, you should be zoiche me'etz Hashem. In this year, B'kurev, you should be zoiche to a real Yeshua, exactly the way you want it. But meanwhile, dance to Hashem. Zaya Musa Hashem, the Gila van Ismach boy, you should have a good, gesinte, lechtige, freilige Yontev, Chag Kusha ושמח.